for joining us. This week, we are focusing on travel in the Buckeye State with an invitation to Ohio Tourism Day, and we'll tell you all about it. We'll also introduce you to a fitness coach who's going to get us all motivated, and here's an incentive. She has a special deal for Live Happy, Live Well viewers. Plus, we have some straight talk about Social Security and a lot more to share. So let's get the show started with Ohio travel news from the director of the Ohio Department of Development. Ohio, find it here.
Yeah.
So much to find here.
I know. How
Does
exciting.
it make you proud?
It absolutely does.
Yeah.
It absolutely does.
So we have a big Ohio Tourism Day coming and Ohio Tourism Week. I mean,
know.
practically, it's just about the kickoff for everybody to enjoy Ohio. How does it work? Tell
I
us
know.
all.
Well, look, May 11th, we're going to have a big day out here on the State House lawn. Tons of our partners from all over the state are going to be here from 11 to 2, and it's a kickoff for the summer.
That's great.
What we love to say is that no matter what you're looking for, there's a ton of excitement and a lot of fun. So come on down and help us plan your summer vacation right here in Ohio.
Doesn't it mean so much that we're back again?
It's so exciting.
Yeah.
2021 was a great year for tourism in the state of Ohio. Tourism is really big business, and we're really excited to be able to announce what those numbers meant for the tourism economy here in the state of Ohio, and we expect 2022 to be no different.
What do you hear when you're out traveling around about Ohio? People who haven't experienced Ohio, are they surprised? Are they making this a destination? What do you hear?
Well, what's exciting about it is that there are people who have been here before who always find something new to do. But those who are just discovering Ohio for the first time know that there's just a ton of diversity in things to do. You can be up by the lake and catch an awesome roller coaster to enjoy, or you can be in the Hocking Hills and enjoying a state park. There's just so much to see and do here, and so we love to tell people to go to ohio.org to plan your next vacation.
You're an Ohio person, I'm an Ohio person.
Yeah.
What are some of the gems that even you were amazed to find? I know you can't play favorites, but some things that maybe you've stumbled upon that you've never even been able to experience.
The one thing I will say that was really a blessing over the last couple of years was that Ohio has so many incredible state parks, and I'm not sure that everyone really understood that. And so, the time that we got to spend maybe with our families a little bit more over the last couple of years really was an opportunity for us to get out and see these other places, to spend some time outdoors. And it's really been a great opportunity for us as a state to really showcase those natural wonders. And so for me, it was something that was really great to be able to go out and enjoy with the family.
It's so amazing for as long as you are in one particular state that there's still much more to experience.
No matter what you're looking for, you can find it here in Ohio.
Now the state parks, there's so many, they're so different, but yet they're all so grand. And we spent the week down in the areas around Shawnee State Park, and I mean, what is it about that area that you think people are so attracted to?
People are really, really active right now, and they love to do exciting things with their children. And so hiking and biking and water trails, and it's just really a great opportunity to get outside and enjoy the change of seasons. So it's a great time to be outside.
We were so excited too. I mean, just the mounds, the history behind that.
Yeah, down in Chillicothe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you talk about that, and you talk about, Tecumseh, how long that's been around.
Yeah, almost 50 years, I think, is what they're getting ready to celebrate. And, Chillicothe is also a great place to go downtown and enjoy all the shopping and the dining. It's a beautiful, charming town that the state of Ohio has to showcase. So we would encourage you to get out there and enjoy it this summer as well.
I had some fun talking to the director of Hocking Hills, Karen Zadal. And one of the things she was saying was how busy they were during the pandemic.
Yeah, I know. It's really exciting. They really had a lot of business during the pandemic. And we expect that certainly to continue, but they had a lot of new visitors from different places all over the country. And it's really neat and exciting to see. Again, something that we've always known has been here and quite a treasure for our state, but a lot of others are just starting to figure it out.
It's so fun. So the event itself, all right, so It's free, we should mention.
It absolutely is.
Okay.
Almost 100 partners, places like Lake Erie Shores and Islands, our friends who are celebrating their 50th anniversary, Kings Island will be here.
Wow.
Lots of vendors, stuff for the family and your friends to do. Lots of excitement. May 11th from 11 to 2, right out
Okay.
here on the State House lawn.
Ohio, find it here.
Yeah, we're excited about it.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
So how many of you don't work out because you just don't know what to do, or it seems as though it's going to be a big, complicated ordeal? Not so much, because Fit by Shaver might be the answer for you. I'm with Jen Shaver. Hey, Jen.
Hello, it's great to be here.
I've got my balance. We're good so far. We're doing okay. Tell everybody about the premise of what you're doing, because I think what you're so smart in the way you're approaching this is you're meeting women in particular where they're at.
Yes.
To get them back to a sense of health.
Yes, so Fit with Shaver offers on-demand workouts for the busy midlife woman. We need to remember that starting at 35, we start to lose that lean muscle. And so it's important to add that strength training. As much as midlife women don't like to add that strength training because we're all cardio junkies, it's important that we do build that muscle to keep us strong, to just do things that we enjoy, whether that be walking or hiking. We're gonna need some muscle.
So how does it work? Tell everybody.
Well, on Mondays and Fridays, my Strong for Life program offers 30 minutes of full body strength training. Now, you don't need a lot of fancy equipment, and I think that's one thing that a lot of women need to understand. You don't need fancy equipment to get in a good workout.
You can modify that.
Exactly.
Okay.
There's no jumping, there's no burpees.
Oh, no burpees! Love it!
There are no sit-ups or crunches either. Just movements that are going to strengthen your everyday muscles and that strengthen them so that way you can move more freely and with a lot less pain.
It's like $8 a session?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
So
that's great.
you get Mondays and Fridays are 30 minutes of full body. Tuesdays and Thursdays are 10 minutes of intensive core. And then on Wednesdays, we work on those hips and those glutes because we have to have strong hips and glutes to walk. Right?
That makes sense. Gelatinous glutes won't get you anywhere, that's for sure.
It's on demand, it's from the comfort of your own home, so you don't need any fancy gym attire. You can do it in your jammies if you want, so
Great.
Nobody's watching you.
And I know you had mentioned earlier that you do modify these things, so people don't have to have the expensive equipment. So you said you could show me something right here.
I most certainly could show you something that is a great full body exercise that you can do at any time.
Great. I'm going to bounce on over. Tell me where I'm going.
Let's get to it over here. So this is a great example of an exercise that you can do at home while you're waiting for your coffee to brew in the morning. So on days when you feel like I just don't have time to get a workout in, get some push-ups in. They're a full body exercise and they help with strengthening your upper body and your core, which you need for good posture. Good posture leads to less pain in life, right?
So
let's get
on,
started.
lady. Let's go.
Let's straighten our arms and take just one step back. Now, as we go down, we want to keep our arms in a W. So we don't want those elbows to flare out. So think of pushing the door open, right? If we're pushing the door, we're going to have more power the closer our elbows are in and not all the way out. They don't have to be glued to our sides, but a W. So make sure as we're doing this, that do you feel that in that core? Engage that core.
Oh, for sure I do. Oh, I have a core. Who knew?
See?
Yeah. Well, this is easy to adapt to home.
Right, exactly. And that's what's important. It's important to find ways to fit that movement in throughout your day, because sometimes it doesn't happen in that window of opportunity.
Right.
So you have to find smaller ways, movement snacks, if you will, throughout your day to get those in.
People may have noticed you're an avid runner.
I am, yes, I love running.
Well, not everybody is.
This is true, which is why I've created a new walking program that's going to start on May 8th. It's called Steps to Strength. And it's 8 weeks of walking, and 3 days a week you have a 15-minute on-demand strength video that's no equipment, and it strengthens those walking muscles so that way you can keep walking strong.
This place is cool. Where you do all this from?
This is actually a schoolhouse, a one-room schoolhouse from 1887 for the one side of the Olentangy River.
This is neat. And you should see the ghosts here. Their cores are incredible. Incredible.
I've been working them hard.
Well, I know this is the kind of workout I could do. I could fit this in my life, and I hope other women see that as well. Thus, Fit by Shaver.
Exactly.
Thank you. All right, coffee's almost done. Let's get these going
That's
again.
right.
Okay. I'll follow you. Here we go. Yes.
Excellent work.
I have a core.
And strong arms and upper back. Feel those glutes working too.
I have those too.
You fired up the grill for one hot dog? Seriously?
Hot dogs, better with Pepsi.
Mike, Social Security is becoming something that now I'm actually interested in and a little concerned about. I think a lot of people are concerned.
They are, and they should be. Social Security, when it was established, there were 62 people that contributed to it, to every one recipient. That's down now to 3, and by next year, because of COVID, it'll be down to 2. So 2 people putting in for every 1 person taking it out. When Social Security started, you had to be 65 before you even received benefits.
Right.
Life expectancy at that time was 62.
Oh.
So the government, when they put this program in place, they thought most people were not going to receive it.
That's something.
So today, though,
Okay.
you can take it at age 62, and if you start taking benefits at age 62, you'll probably take benefits on average for 20 years.
All right.
So there is a financial crisis there.
Yeah, 62, 67, 70. Is that typically what it is?
62, 65. Every year you wait to take Social Security benefits,
Okay.
from 62 on, you get an 8% increase in benefits and an 8% increase in survivor benefits. So that's very important for the trailing spouse.
So if you're planning for this, I mean, you really do have to strategize. You know, I think a lot of people don't even understand there is a tax implication for Social Security.
Absolutely, and that's one of the impacts. So when you are planning to get into a 0% tax bracket, you have to make sure your Social Security is not taxed. That's why that tax-free bucket has to be free from federal tax, state tax, and capital gains tax. That then is what keeps your Social Security tax-free. There's a thing called provisional income.
Okay.
Most CPAs don't even know what that is. But a provisional income is the income level that determines whether your Social Security is taxed. It's either going to be taxed at 50% of your benefits or 85% of your benefits. And what's so crazy is provisional income, they'll take all of your earned income,
Okay.
they'll take any rental properties, municipal bond interest, any distributions from an IRA or 401k are all counted as provisional income. But oh, there's more.
Okay. You're full of good news.
The government is so great that they take 50% of your Social Security benefit that you've already paid tax on, and they add that back into your provisional income.
So you suddenly are taxed on that income.
So then, if your provisional income is too high, not only is 50% of your Social Security tax, but 85% of your Social Security is tax.
Oh my gosh.
So that's why that tax strategy planning is so important. So you have to measure how much money should be in each bucket.
Right.
Because you want to have that Social Security tax free. You don't want to spend all of your life contributing to the Social Security system and then have the government take 50% of it.
I bet you've seen a lot of stories like that.
A lot, and their eyes always open up because, you know, some people, like you said, what's the right retirement age?
Right.
Well, I had a couple I was just working with, and I said, we need to take your Social Security at 62 because he was retiring early. And yet there was an 8% increase every year.
Right.
But I didn't want him to get to 70 because that extra Social Security would have driven his provisional income up to where he's no longer in a tax-free environment.
Oh my gosh, it's all just weights and balances.
Yes, it's always shifting. That's all you're trying to do. You want to shift so you're here. And if you want to know what the perfect investment is,
Yes, please.
the perfect tax investment is a 401k or an IRA up to the amount of money that you're taking out is equal to your standard deductions, because you put money in,
Yeah.
you get a tax deduction. It grows tax-free, and it can come out tax-free as long as you don't take too much.
Okay.
So that's absolutely perfect, and it ties that into Social Security. So that's where you're always measuring where your income is coming from every year of retirement. Not just how much am I getting, but what bucket is it coming from?
So don't travel blindly through this. Give Mike a call and let Mike's eyes be your guide for Social Security.
Yes, because it's all the time I have people say, should I wait? And it's not so much should you wait, it's where other income do you have coming in? Where's it coming from?
Yeah.
And how does it fit? And how does it fit with taxation?
You've worked hard for it, maximize it.
Exactly. You want to maximize every dollar you have in retirement because, you know, today with inflation the way it is, you can't afford to spend another 30-40% going to the government.
It's good to know my Social Security retirement strategy stinks.
You're not alone though.
Okay, we'll have people come see you. Thanks,
Okay.
Mike. Oh my gosh, clothes, everything. Chris, this is quite an operation, Auction Ohio. Huh, your brainchild?
My brainchild, yes.
Really?
It was a weak moment, I think, but no, it's kind of worked out pretty well for us.
You
so
have
it's
a little,
been good.
I mean, you have a little bit of everything.
Everything here,
Like chairs.
like chairs, right.
Are they for sale
They're
too?
for sale.
Well, I don't take one with a ride. I need to go for a little ride.
Well, let's just take a seat and let's take a
right.
ride and test them out.
Pretend
You might
we're-
want to bid on these later, as a matter of fact.
So how does that work? Tell everybody what Auction Ohio is based on and how you get involved in something like this.
So Auction Ohio is birthed out of a change in culture,
Right.
more than anything else, and probably the right timing for, you know, the world is full of stuff. The baby boomer generation with all of the stuff that our parents have, and we're right at the end of that baby boomer generation. You know, what do you do with that stuff, right? Because if you give it to your kid, you try to give it to your kids. Your kids go, you know what, I love you, but I don't want your stuff,
want your
right? So
stuff.
you're forced to have to deal with that. Where in the past, those things got handed down. And honestly, we did live auctions for a lifetime, and they were wonderful, right? So on site and in a neighborhood. But think about that experience for a minute, right? As the consumer, you're gonna drive to a live auction event, you're gonna park 3 or 4 blocks away. It's amazing to me, but the weather's never nice, right? It's never pretty, sunny, beautiful, 70 degrees.
Right.
What it really is every time, raining, it's cold, right? Or it's 110 degrees and you can't find the shade. But anyhow, so the experience is, I go to the auction, right? I have that prize in mind that I want to buy.
Sure,
I'm there for that reason, right?
Right.
And so I go to the auction, I park, I get there, and inevitably what I want to buy doesn't sell until about 3 in the afternoon, right? And then you have the nerve to outbid me on my rocking chair.
Right.
Then I get back in the car, I go back home, and in that process of going back home and talking to my significant other or to myself, I say, I'm not doing that again, right? Because I just ate $4 hot dogs that probably weren't that good. The Porta John's either hot or cold, right? It's a mess. It's you know, if the lawn is never right, where do you know, it's just all of those inconveniences. But we did it that way because that's the only option that we had.
Okay, so we've jumped into what is modern times.
Modern technology, right?
And people enjoy the process, the competitive nature of trying to outbid somebody else.
Sure.
And it's
sure.
literally everything, whether they want it or not, all of a sudden they're hooked because they want it.
Right.
Tell me what kind of things they bid on.
Well, you know, so everything that you can imagine that would come out of someone's home.
So you can do it online. People come to your house and you keep your things there, or you truck them out. That's another option.
Right.
Okay.
So those two different experiences, you know, it depends on what the seller's needs are. So if we can sell their things in a home, then we don't have the trucking cost to move it. There's no sign in the yard. We don't have to post the address.
Right.
It can happen in 10 to 14 days. We photograph and describe everything in the home. And so, and then we meet the buyer there, or buyers there on one day to pick that product up.
After the fact.
After the fact, right? So all of that happens there. Although there's a lot of folks today, and the trend is really moving in the direction of just take it out of my house.
Right.
Just make it really easy and convenient.
Okay.
And so we truck that product out of the house, we move that to the warehouse. Same thing happens here. It gets set, prepped, photographed, described, it gets put online, and the auction takes place online, and the buyers pick it up here. So depends on what their wishes are, their needs.
If things don't sell, what happens?
Everything sells.
Everything sells.
Everything starts
People
at
will
$1.
buy anything.
They'll buy anything.
I want
right?
this,
They'll buy
Chris.
that, right? They'll buy that, right?
I want this.
So,
I don't know why,
I don't know
but
what
I
you're going to do with it, but you want it now, right?
I have to have it now.
Right. So it's kind of you know, the marketplace has ultimately changed for you know, what people desire and what they want. People collect their memories, right?
Yeah.
You know, Model Ts that used to bring 50,000, today they bring 5.
Wow.
Because no one's alive today, or for the most part, that's going to spend money that rode in the back of a Model T.
Well.
But we rode in a GTO, right? And we rode in a Barracuda, and so those prices are strong. So it's just the memories that we collect, right?
Yeah, everything changes.
It
But
does, doesn't
you're on top of what the change is, obviously.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, thanks for the tour. You've got a lot going on. People can find it all at auctionohio.com.
Yes.
Yeah. And that if you want people to come to your house, that can be done easily. Or you do it online and bid.
Right.
When are these going up? Because I need these.
You need these rocking chairs.
Yeah.
I don't know that I know for sure.
Okay.
But just get online, you'll find them.
Well, folks, it's only 8 a.m. and it's going to be another hot one. Today's high is 85 degrees. It goes
Babe,
in the upper 50s.
it's 8 a.m.
More of the sun, plus some light rain. Coming up at 8:30.
Fried chicken, better with Pepsi.
Who wants to knock on wood? Me, because we came to the right place. So much beautiful wood right here. It's called Bearpaw Lodge, and it is all part of Cabins by the Caves. And Valerie is our expert today to tell us all about it.
Hi, Sean.
Hi, Valerie.
Nice to see you.
So good to see you. This place.
Thank you.
I'm awestruck.
Thank you. It's beautiful. This is Bearpaw Lodge, like you said. This is a custom-built jubak log home, which is a very exclusive builder here in the Hocking Hills.
Yes.
They built a lovely cabin. We sleep 8 people here. It's 4 bedrooms plus 3.5 baths.
Nice.
It has a bar downstairs, a billiard table, hot tub. We have complimentary Wi-Fi, fully equipped kitchen. The nice thing here too is it's actually on 7+ acres, and it's only 4 miles to Old Man's Cave or 5 miles to downtown Logan. So you're out, but you're not too far out.
If someone says go take a hike, you better make sure you know where you're going.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
It's got to be beautiful all seasons,
It
right?
is beautiful all seasons. There's something I think at every time of the year for everybody. Winter is nice. We do a winter hike in January. We also do the comfort food cruise in February. People have partaken in that and fun. Couples, we do cozy couples packages where they can come and have a traveling chef, get a massage. They don't ever have to leave their cabin if they don't want to.
Now this is just one of many though that you have.
Yes,
Okay.
we have a total of 64 properties. We have a lot of jubak cabins in our portfolio, so there's really a nice selection for people to choose from. We have traditional to contemporary, and really whatever someone's looking for, size-wise, number of people,
Yeah.
we can accommodate them.
I think people should know too, all price points.
Yes, that's correct.
I mean, it's, from what you have told me,
Yes.
it's really a value.
Yes, absolutely. So quality, clean, nicely appointed, and we have a lot of guests that are repeat customers.
I'm just thinking how much fun it would be just to get the girls together, you know?
Yes, absolutely.
You do a lot of those.
We
I
do a
bet.
lot of those too.
I'm glad you brought up the amenities piece, because I think some people might think, well, I'm going to be up there in that hill.
Right.
What's there to do?
Yes.
I don't want to drive, but you have that figured out.
We do. We
Okay.
offer, we partnered with Cork and Tap Excursions, and they can come and pick door-to-door transportation, pick you up, take you to the local winery, the brewery, the distillery. We can add a dinner in there or a lunch, take you out for an afternoon. You don't have to worry about driving the roads, especially if you're not familiar. You can sample some of our local products. We've done it ourselves, lots of fun.
I'm sure.
We have Jack Pine, which is art studio for glass blowing. They make some beautiful pumpkins. Lots of restaurants to enjoy that are within a 5-mile radius. We have Lake Logan within a 5-mile radius.
And you can't forget all those incredible caves.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful. We are very central to all of the hiking activities. So folks really can spend, if they're looking for outdoor activities and they want to hike and explore their entire stay, that option is available for them too.
Springtime, it's upon us. I mean, fingers crossed, right?
Right,
So what can people do? What do you like about springtime in the Hocking Hills?
Well, everything starts greening up and it's kind of it's refreshing. You start to see all the green.
Yeah.
The cabins become even more secluded because all the trees are filling in, which is
Right.
really nice to see. And then Conkle's Hollow is actually a great hike. That's the upper gorge. It's absolutely beautiful. That's a great hike in the fall too as well.
And I bet you see a lot of animals out here.
You do. We have a lot of deer, chipmunks, all of those things. No bear yet.
That's good. That's good. That's false advertising. It says Bearpaws
Right,
on this
exactly,
list. Okay.
right.
No, it's just, I'm sure all 4 seasons has something.
Something to offer everybody. Yes.
Right.
And we also work with the Tourism Association. They promote a lot of local events at different types of the year for people to come and enjoy. Also naturalists at the parks.
Oh, true. They
Yeah.
are so informed.
Yes.
So this is that time. People have never experienced this. You got to hop on it, though,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. You need to book in advance. Like right now, our summer's already filling up.
Oh, yeah.
We have a lot of folks that book every year for special holidays like Thanksgiving, New Year's. Those are always very popular
Okay.
times. And so you book in advance. We also offer some promotions for repeat guests if they book with us within a year of
Oh,
their
good.
stay.
That's good
Yeah.
to know. Okay, well, I had mentioned the girls all coming together. I hope you don't mind. I made a phone call,
Okay.
so they should be here any minute.
Super.
All right, are you a cook or a pourer?
I am definitely a pour.
Oh, I figured. You go pour, I'll cook.
Okay, sounds great.
Thanks for tuning in. Continue to live your best life now. We'll see you next time. Closed captioning provided by the Wesley Communities.